I don't know about you, but I literally just woke up to a whole bunch of white stuff out there. I have one workshop today and a client edit to work on for a couple hours. Otherwise, write a book in a blizzard with me? See you here in a little bit. Can you tell that they were even here to clear our walks once? Yeah, I gave the poor guy some hot chocolate for a reason. I think we're approaching 10 inches. Just finished a live stream. Let's go right and have a chat.
Show you what's up, 'cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
Hi. Are you going to set in here for this one? Are you? Meow. Meow. A certain somebody has quite enjoyed our cozy snow day, haven't you? So, while she's trying to figure out how to get the fuzzy thing, no, I'm sorry, that must sound amazing right about now. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. As you can see from the starter bloopers, write a book in a blizzard with me, indeed. I've spent the bulk of the day doing whatever I felt like. I returned a client edit yesterday. Hi, little girl. Hello. And kind of as my recoup reward a little bit, I took a good bulk of the morning, rested, had a good breakfast. We had some tea. If you missed day 1 and day 2 of So You Want to Be a YouTuber, authortuber, I don't know what to call it. That class needs not a better name, but a solid permanent name. So go ahead and check that out. We did that. Other than editing for clients, I caught up on some tiny tasks here and there revolving around marketing things, and just embraced looking at the blank page. So what do the powers of snowfall and writing have in common? Let's have a look. So, number 1, very much, it's like a winter whiteout when you look at that blank page. So, we have watched, ma'am, nationwide, as people all across news media are doing what they need to prepare for this blizzard. And for us writers, we do so in various different ways. For me, I've lived in Maryland all my life. I know that during the holiday season, you make some extra food. You buy some extra stuff when it's on sale, because when January and February hits, you don't want to have to do the manic stock up. I think all I really needed from the store was like, not even necessarily bread and milk, but teeny tiny things that I just normally needed for my usual week. So there's lots of yummy food in the fridge. It is a leftover clean out day in the house for sure, for sure. And after doing So You Want to Be a YouTuber live stream today, I put on a 100% walkthrough playthrough of Legend of Dragoon. It's a 36-hour video. Well, I watched it all today. I started it yesterday, so I'm a good clip of the way in. But I have my visual aesthetic background noise on while I'm facing the blank page. And that's kind of how I prepared for the whiteout of writing ahead. So, number 2, embrace the quiet and the stripping away of the noise. Snow and wintry mix has this sound dampening quality to it. And yet, the little bit of time I have spent outside in it has been very cathartic, very cleansing, very, and I don't like the cold. However, it's beautiful to look at, to smell, not so much to touch if you don't like the cold, but it's literally, I can hear it. There's some video I took today of what it's like outside. And you can feel like that with your writing. So I really focused today on what made today feel that way and what can I do to recapture this kind of dampened the distractions and grounded myself into something very comfy wise. And what can I do to do that more often this year? So I've really been paying attention while sitting here writing today of the things I could do to build myself into a flow state. I guess number 3, we'll call it snowdrifts of revelations. I came up with VITAELANGICA at a time when I did not think it was going to loop into the Myrna Annals. So what I largely have rewritten of it is getting shuffled around, repurposed in different books. And I'm really starting to see the mental bubblegum chewing I'm doing of planning an overlapping parallel series. And it's worth it to my brain. But at the same time, it's also feeling like I'm building up this snowdrift of momentum. Snowdrifts don't necessarily happen overnight, but they do seemingly come out of nowhere, and they can be big and they can be looming. So I just crossed 20,000 words today is what I'm trying to hint at. I've written more in the last 2 days than I have any weekend in a long time. Like, we're talking probably in a couple months. It feels so good. And one of my favorite personal spiritual holidays, Imbolc, is coming up. If you love poetry, if you love writing, you should be looking into what Imbolc is and why the person that largely is honored by it, why she's so important to us, and why I call her the mother of poetry. So, therefore, number 4, if you are really struggling with either boredom, mental health, or if you are in need of a distraction to loop you out of what's going on in your environment into writing, this would be a really good time to kind of treat the blizzard as going back to basics. 15 minutes of a writing prompt, 15 minutes of skill building. What is a grammar thing you can practice for a little bit? What is a video on a social media or a marketing tactic that you can watch and take some notes on and maybe incorporate somewhere into your business? Use these little entry points to kind of review the basics and recenter yourself if you really want to make good intention of what blizzards can do. They give us so much in the way of making us feel like the world is literally washing itself clean to prepare for spring, as far as, like, you know, seeds that are germinating down deep in the dark are getting definitely some water coming their way once that snow melts into helping the ground prepare, and so on. You're welcome to kind of do the same. And finally, there's that thawing the block, maintaining your creative flow, like I mentioned earlier. kind of revisiting those two in tandem can help you acknowledge that I can do this. Because for some people, this is the darkest time of year. We're starting to go to the lighter days ahead. Please take care of you. Right, Loki? Right, Loki? As she's literally purring away. So you've mattered. You always have. You always will. Please be safe in your travels, no matter where you are. And if you do work out in this because it is necessary for you to do so, be safe, be protected. I look forward to seeing you again in Sprint soon. Poll over on the posts area for public about future live streams, kind of similar to the workshops we did this weekend. And yeah, shake your snow globe, my friends. There's so much shiny things going on that you are about to dazzle the world with.